What is going on, guys? Welcome back into another video and welcome back into another film study for the New York Giants on what went wrong against the Cincinnati Bengals defense. This is a defense that is ranked 31st in the league. The Giants, although not a high-powered offense, still did a lot of damage versus a better defense in Seattle at Seattle without Malik Neighbors. I fully expected this team to do a lot better against a weaker defense and the fact that they're playing at home, but they just fell flat. What happened? Let's get into it right now. All right, you can see that the Giants are starting to push the ball down the field more and more as the weeks go on. We saw it a lot in the preseason, and they kind of slowed down when things got into the regular season against Minnesota, Washington, those earlier games. But now they're starting to push the ball downfield, and they're starting to come up with concepts like this. This is a pretty common concept, two deep crossers on each side, and you got one clear out there as well. This is a man beater. This is going to beat man coverage, in which it exactly did, and this is going against cover one, which is man coverage on the wide receivers. And you can see this opened up here for Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton with one of the best route runner on the team right now. That's not Malik Neighbors. But you see Darius Slayton take this split release. He's going to take inside, and he's going to get upright, right? He's going to get upfield and then make an immediate cut. Okay? I think this is still supposed to be a crossing route just because the way he's running afterwards. He kind of gets flat and then rounds it out a little bit. It definitely isn't a post, I don't believe. Either way, he did a really good job getting open, creating separation on DJ Turner here, the second-year corner out of Michigan. He's the guy you want to look at here. He's the guy that Daniel Jones is waiting for that play to develop to, but the pocket breaks down. We'll get into the box view in a second, and it's a missed opportunity. He was probably the only guy really open. You have Wan'Dale that kind of opened up later, but, I mean, he was already well under duress, and that wasn't going to work out. He got open way too late. Wan'Dale Robinson, not the best against press man coverage, but Darius Slayton over the course of years has developed to be a lot better of a wide receiver, in man coverage. But this was a great play, and I'm sure Daniel Jones would have saw this and hit this, but the pocket breaks down and Jermaine Pratt gets there. Now, if we take a look from the box here and take a look at these protections, we're just picking up on the stunt late, right? They ran a really good blitz here. They waited till the last moment to actually do a switch here, and Jermaine Illuminor just got caught up, right? Obviously, you can't do much when the defensive lineman is already here and you're not square to him because you're going to cause a holding penalty, So there's not much Jermaine Illuminor can do at this point. And John Runyon has to pick up this blitz. He's got to say, hey, you're on your own. I've got to pick up this extra defender looping around me. And this was just a good blitz by Jermaine Pratt, who's lined up here, and just does a good job. I don't even think, he didn't, he's not even primarily the guy to get to Daniel Jones. It's supposed to be the stunt man, right? That's supposed to cause all the confusion. But this kind of was run executed perfectly, and he was able to get to the inside of Illuminor, kind of pinballed and get to the inside and pressure Daniel Jones, and he's not able to make that read, and nobody got open after that. All right, so I do want to cover a positive play. This will probably be the only positive play I want to cover here, even though this is more of what went wrong for the Giants offense. But I do want to highlight the excellent play design from Brian Daboll and why I love Brian Daboll and why I want him to remain the head coach and play caller for the New York Giants. It really gives Daniel Jones a lot of options to throw to, including kind of an escape option, right? Not having to make one or two reads and then forced to dump it off or get some sort of run after it, and just to make sure you're not screwed, right? So what are we looking at here? We got trips to the right. The reads are going to go from right to left, and you're going to have a smash concept as well as a little bit of a pivot in there from Darius Slayton. But Jalen Hyatt on the inside slot is going to work his way on this sort of a corner route, a deep corner route. And then you have Tyrone Tracy on a hitch, and you're going to have a delayed route here with the pivot, which is an option should this smash concept not work. Because why doesn't it work? Well, they're showing 2 here. This is supposed to work, the smash concept, but they're going to show 2, and it's actually going to be a cover 3. Cover 3 does not work versus the smash concept, and so Daniel Jones is forced to get away from that as soon as you see the safety drop down, and he immediately gets to this Texas route, and if you guys see, Wan'Dale Robinson was lined up as the running back here, and it was just perfect timing on this Texas route, right? Wide open. Everybody in their zones are dropping back. Nothing is open here. Wide open for Wan'Dale Robinson, and he does a lot running after the catch to get every yard he can afterwards. I thought that was a really good play, really good design, that just in case this does not work out, all hope is not lost. You got a opening up Texas route right here. All right, we've seen this in the preseason with Daniel Jones. This is not even something that he does all the time, and we also saw it in week 3. Just popping the ball up and saying, F it, somebody's got to be over there somewhere. So why did Daniel Jones throw this ball? Now, this is a waggle play, right? Waggle is just, you're going to play action. You're going to get a full slide from your offensive line one way, and you're going to go the opposite way, trying to get that defense as far left as you can to try to open everything else on the right and hopefully catch the defense slipping. So this is going to be a waggle rollout. And he's going to snap this ball. And this is an interesting design here. You see, check out Theo Johnson, which is the guy that he wanted on this play. Theo Johnson, instead of running this corner route like we usually see on rollouts, right? You're gonna have a little bit of a crossing route here on like a shallow cross, and then you're gonna have a corner route. Instead of a corner, this turns into an over or a post to go the opposite direction, maybe to catch the defense, completely confused on what's going on here, because usually when you see rollouts, all these routes are flooding to one side. But in this case, you have Theo Johnson going the other direction. Daniel Jones keeps his eyes there and just pops it up. I don't even think he was going for Theo Johnson. I think he was trying to throw this ball out of bounds, but he's all the way on the 25. I mean, the likelihood of that actually reaching there under pressure is very, very slim. You cannot make this throw 6 years into your career. This is just a rookie, second-year quarterback type thing. When you're under pressure and you don't know what else to do. I mean, me personally, I don't think this play worked from the moment that it started. I don't see this working out at all. This was probably quarters right here. Nothing's going to be open in the end zone right now. You've only got one route going over there. Jalen Hyatt's covered. I would have just kind of thrown this to Tracy and kind of led him in this direction to get away from Chris Hubbard over here. But that's just me. Maybe Tyrone Tracy from his point of view was not open, but I think right now you just throw it away, man. Right now, you just try to escape left, throw it away, live to see another down. This was just not a mistake. Or even just take the sack. Guys, this happened on first down, okay? First down, ball on the 14-yard line. First down, you have 3 more downs to work with. You just take the sack. You'll be on the 20, 22-yard line, or maybe even at the 25. Who cares? You got 3 more downs to get down there or kick a field goal in a very, very close game. This game was still 7-0 at that time. Now, plays like this cannot happen. This happened on third down. I'm actually okay that Brian Daboll called this type of gutsy play on a third down. Now, I really want to talk about something before we talk about the blatant miss. I really want to talk about how well this was defended by the Bengals defense. So, this is automatically cover 1. They're not disguising their coverages like they've been doing most of the game, where they're showing 2 and they're dropping 1 down either in a 3 or cover 1. This time it's just man to man. Cam Taylor-Britt does a really good job in communication with Von Bell. Von Bell is coming down as the hook zone defender. He's a little high up, and he's just protecting the sticks. He's making sure he protects everything after the sticks here. He doesn't want anything getting over here or getting behind him. So he's that only zone defender out there. And look at Cam Taylor-Britt. Do a really good job here. He knows he's beat. Von Bell calls it out. He says, I got him. Don't worry about it. Cam Taylor-Britt does a really good job in passing this off in man coverage. This is not zone coverage. He's passing this off in man coverage. And so this hook zone defender automatically takes Darius Slayton, and Cam Taylor-Britt is going to help out with the other crossing route going his way. This was executed I mean, this was well executed right here. And it sucks that Daniel Jones missed them because this would have been a really good play against good communication in defense, right? They still had really good communication. They shut Darius Slayton down. They passed them off. This was the play that was opening up. I mean, we'll look at Daniel Jones in the pocket in a second, but he had enough time to make this throw. In fact, he could have stepped up in the pocket. Instead, he threw this ball, I guess you could say a tad, maybe not too early, but you could have stepped up in this pocket just a little bit and aired this ball down, but you got to make this throw. Opening up this far, you got to make that throw. And I get Wan'Dale Robinson is shorter, he's smaller, shorter hit box, I guess you could say in gamer talk, but you can't miss a throw like that. You just can't. So snap is made. You could step up here. I don't like playing screenshot film studies, but you can step up here. You should have stepped up already. Gonna step up, but you gotta make a tad late. You gotta make that throw, man. You gotta make that throw. Another missed deep shot. Now, I don't want to say fully that this is Daniel Jones' fault. I think it's a little bit of a combination here. I think it's just a lack of timing, and that's because Darius Slayton, although he's a very good route runner, he's turned into that. This was a little too saucy. I would say a little too much saucier. This is probably, just by what I'm looking at right here from Jalen Hyatt, I think these are just straight deep shots. These are just straight 9 routes and going deep. Darius Slayton, you could see Cam Taylor, this is DJ Turner actually. DJ Turner is going to take the outside and play outside leverage and flip his hips inside. Darius Slayton takes that opportunity almost immediately to take the inside, take what he's given you, right? And just jab outside as soon as he really commits to the outside, to outside leverage. So you can make him flip his hips again, get behind him, and you can get in front of him. Darius Slayton is well known at doing that. He does a really good job with this route, but he turns this into an out and up, and he's just not there in time. Daniel Jones has to throw this on a certain time, so he takes that drop back, hitches, steps up, and throws. I don't have a problem with with the timing in which Daniel Jones threw this ball. Maybe it's because Darius Slayton just did not get to the landmark in time, did not get to where he needed to be in time because he got a little too saucy on the route. If you look at Jalen Hyatt, this is one of the few times where I actually say that Jalen Hyatt did fine. Now, when you're running a 9 route, when you're running a go route, you don't want to get this far inside to the numbers. You don't want to get that far in. I don't know why he took the inside. I know Taylor Britt kind of cheated outside a little bit, but you should have kind of cheated back a little bit. I don't know. This is a little too far inside for me. But that being said, he still was able to get downfield without having to do all the rest of the sauce on the route. Too much sauce, man. Now, this is the best play that Giants had, and it did not count. This was actually a really good play by Daniel Jones. This was a really good RPO, just a trust in your wide receiver. He's not even open off snap, but you have this safety blitzing. What happens when a guy's blitzing off the edge? When you got a blitz happening, whether it's a nickel blitz, safety blitz, an extra linebacker blitzing, you always want to look towards the blitz because odds are there's going to be a guy open. And Daniel Jones does a really good job. He's not even open off the snap. He still decides not to run this. Obviously, the pocket is collapsing really fast. So he pulls this really quick, doesn't even wait for Darius Slayton to be open, kind of throws him open a bit, and just beautiful, fitting that right in between the corner, this linebacker who jumped up for it, and Logan Wilson, the other linebacker, trying to crash in. And this was a great job running after the catch by Darius Slayton. It didn't count, though. It didn't count because this is an RPO. The offensive line does not know if you handed it off or if you passed it. And Andrew Thomas got caught getting a little too far ahead of himself. Illegal man downfield. Again, you probably shouldn't have done this. You see all these guys pulling up. You probably shouldn't have done this. It is hard. As I say this as a fan, acting like I know, but these guys don't know, man. These guys, Of course, you practice this stuff. I'm sure there are things in place to know whether he passed it or passed it off or kept it for himself. You can't be this far downfield, Andrew. He knew exactly. As soon as Darius Slayton caught this ball, and he's all the way down here, look at his face. He's like, damn it. My fault. You can't do that, man. That was the biggest play the Giants had, and it did not count. Again, Darius Slayton, he gets open, man. This guy gets open. He creates separation. This is not Darius Slayton of 2019 or 2020 when it comes to running routes. He can get open in man coverage. Yeah, he's on the bottom of your screen here. They're running deep comebacks back to the sticks, and he gets great separate. He leaves Cam Taylor-Britt in the dust. Cam Taylor-Britt is still, oh my God, I can keep going slow motion. Darius Slayton already stopped, and Cam Taylor-Britt is still trying to stop. You got to catch this ball, Darius. You ran an excellent route. Yes, when it gets to you, is it a little low? Absolutely. Could this have been a better throw by Daniel Jones? Absolutely. You got to catch that, though. You got to catch that was well within your reach. Well, and you are well past the first down marker. You can step up here. The whole point of a comeback is for you to work back to the ball. One thing my coach used to tell me when running these routes is to don't stay still. If you're past the first down marker, do not stay still. Work back to the ball because you never know if this guy's coming right behind you to knock this pass away. In this case, that wasn't the case, but the ball was a little lower. You can get there a little, help out your quarterback a little bit and get closer. You did not need to stay in place. It's a comeback route for a reason. You come back to the ball. So you got to catch that. Excellent route, Darius Slayton. He gets open versus pretty much anyone that's not an elite corner, but he can get open, man, and you got to catch that ball, though. He actually is the leading receiver in the NFL in drops this season, so that is not cool. All right, here is the infamous fourth down play that everybody was talking about at the time on Twitter, on YouTube. This is the fourth down play. There is a lot of blame that can go around for Daniel Jones, but there's a little bit of blame that is extremely unnecessary for Daniel Jones. If you want to hate him, at least hate him the right way, and don't sound like you don't know what you're talking about, because I don't want to believe that you guys don't know what you're talking about. But everybody thinks that reading defenses, reading reads and stuff like that, reading the field is like playing Madden, where you're just kind of looking at everything at the same time. That's not how it works, especially on a 4th down and 2. This is a high priority situation where you're going through your reads. This is a bunch formation. This is on the play side. Jalen Hyatt, we'll get to him in a second, is not even going to be considered, guys. Doesn't matter if he was butt naked open. Probably not going to be considered, okay? This is your first 3 reads all together. You're reading all of these at the same time because they're working together here to get each other open, okay? You're going to have Slayton here as the inside on the bunch, and is usually the inside that always goes outside, is usually the outside that always goes inside, and is usually the guy up top to clear out. That's pretty much how it works with with a lot of bunch formations, and that's exactly what happened here, okay? You had Robinson getting to the sticks and running the spot route. You had Slayton getting behind him and getting this out route, this quick out, and then you had Theo Johnson clearing out. Now, Theo, in most cases, okay, I will give a little bit of grace to Daniel Jones to say, in most cases, this linebacker, right, is going to follow this, or is that the safety? Is Mike Hilton the safety, or the corner, is going to follow the clear out. Usually, you're going to create, that's what this is designed for. It's designed for this guy to clear out to open up space for Wan'Dale. Usually, this guy is going to follow. That did not happen in this case, and Daniel Jones threw this ball, and Mike Hilton timed it perfectly. Now, I give a little grace to Daniel Jones for that, because he threw this ball quick, and this was a quick reaction. However, I felt like this was the better option. Why? Because you're reading these 2 guys right here. This is the only 2 guys you're reading on defense, right? You got 3 on 2. One of these guys are getting open. When you see Cam Taylor-Britt commit to to playing the inside, right? Taking outside leverage, playing the inside like this, completely committing and flipping his hips to the inside, to the hashes, you automatically got to look at Darius Slayton here running this quick out, because by the time Cam Taylor-Britt flips his hips back to the outside and runs out to Darius Slayton, he's already got the first down. This should have been to Darius Slayton. I know Theo Johnson was streaking here, but there's a little bit of a risk there with the read, obviously, from this corner, and throwing this ball and it possibly being a hospital ball, for the safety cracking down on Theo Johnson. You don't want that to happen. It's 4th down and 2. It's 4th down and 2. Just get the first down. This should have been your read right here. Now, what I want to talk about is everybody talking about how Jalen Hyatt could have had a touchdown and Daniel Jones missed a touchdown. First of all, okay, I don't know how this could have been a touchdown when you literally have a safety right here, and it's like nobody sees him. This is not a touchdown. Could it have been a completed pass? I mean, he doesn't have all the separation in the world. Top of that, he's playing the backside. He's the last read. I mean, he doesn't even get... This ball is thrown before Hyatt even cuts. Before he even cuts. Did you want Jalen Hyatt? Did you want Daniel Jones to wait even longer to read the backside off a blitz on a 4th and 2, 3 versus 1 on play side? And you wanted Jalen Hyatt to get this ball? This is not a touchdown. There's a safety right here. In what world is this a touchdown? In what world does Jalen Hyatt run after the catch? Sure, he gets a lot of deep balls downfield, and that's how he gets his run after the catch. But he's never been a guy to make anybody miss. That's just on a 4th down and 2, man. I saw that on Twitter, and I was perplexed, okay? Jalen Hyatt does not get separation. I mean, look at this. This is not great separation, okay? It should have went to Slayton, for sure. For just get the first down. If you want the money shot, you go after Theo Johnson reading this corner here, but you're in risk of this being possibly a hospital ball. You got outside leverage here. Outside leverage, hips committed inside. This is your read. And he missed it. And it was a bad 4th down. Now, this was absolutely an excellent play and designed from Brian Daboll. Again, he's going to have Darius Slayton be the motion man, and this is going to turn into a dagger concept from a stack formation from a jet motion. And this was absolutely a genius design. Look how much it opened up this defense, especially putting the full slide in there, throwing the full slide zone blocking in there, completely shifting these guys. And look at it. Look how much separation it forced. I really wish Daniel Jones wasn't pressured here, man. If they would have just held up for just even a second longer, man. BJ Hill wrecked this game, and he wrecked Greg Van Roten here. And if Daniel Jones had to just an extra second, you're going to see Darius Slayton open up, and this is a big chunk play here. Big first down. But pressure in his face, 2 guys there. Pocket broke down. He had to dump it off. But, man, that could have been a huge play. Huge missed opportunity here. Huge missed opportunity. This could have been a touchdown. And I don't say that all the time. Ball is on the 33-yard line. First down. Okay, this is a first down play. The Giants, it's in the 4th quarter. The Giants need a spark, man. This was an excellent play call for what they're seeing here. Now, this is a cover 0 play. There's no high safeties here, okay? Because they're going to send a blitz, and this safety is going to take the slot, and you have somebody playing this hook zone here. There are no high safeties, man coverage all around, and this, whoever, I don't know who that is, but he's playing a hook zone here, a deep hook, okay? Everybody else is one-on-one. Check Darius Slayton out, man. If Darius Slayton hit this, I know Daniel Jones was reading him. If Darius Slayton hit this is a touchdown, and it would have been a beautiful one with nobody in the vicinity. Check out Darius Slayton, ran this sluggo and tripped on his own feet. Now, he still created separation, but once he tripped, Daniel Jones got off of him, and he went to Tyrone Tracy. It sucks. It sucks because look at the separation he got afterwards. He got jammed up immediately. If he wouldn't have tripped, I think Daniel Jones would have hit him. And this would have been a touchdown, a beautiful one. Beautiful one. I think, he was being blitzed. Daniel Jones had to get the ball out. It was wide open. You got to make the throw. You could wait and see what happens here, but you have a chance of waiting to see what happens, and you get sacked. You just take what the defense gives you at that point. They're playing off-man coverage. I don't blame Daniel Jones for making that throw because pressure was in his face by the time he made the throw, and you just needed an extra millisecond more to know that Darius Slayton created separation, and he still did. Look at this gap right here. Still did, but he could have blown right by Cam Taylor-Britt, who bit on the sluggo. So that's unfortunate. That is the biggest missed opportunity there. And that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you guys leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you all are new and want more content just like this. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Woo!